insurance company. So the treatment marketer takes them back out. They bring them to a bar, gets them wasted or high, and brings them back. They could kill the person. They could take advantage of them sexually, which has happened. You know, if you look up Kenny Chapman, he got, I think it was a 27-year sentence. Correct me if I'm wrong, for a ridiculous amount of sexual assault on these patients. It was just absolutely sickening. So I wanted to have a facility.
Owner on Wednesday Rental Courtroom divided Chapman's family. Middlebrook gave Chapman a 27.5-year sentence for crimes that Villafana said were never before seen in a federal court, turning his patients into prostitutes.
That is an absolute scumbag.
And that's in Florida?
That's in Florida, yeah.
Wow. And you met this guy? You did business with him?
Never did business with anyone like this. So that's why I wanted to kind of give you the rundown of how this all happened. So when I lived in Pennsylvania, I had that marketing company, but I never actually talked to the patients myself. I made sure that they went through an online quiz is basically what I did. So I wanted to make sure they met the criteria. Like, I don't want to send some innocent girl that has an eating disorder and maybe she drinks on the weekends to some facility that she doesn't qualify for. Just because I'm going to get paid more money. So the way that I structured it was I created this quiz. You answered a bunch of questions. It would give you a number to call. That number would then go to one of the facilities I had a contract with that I trusted, that I knew would help the person out to the best of my knowledge at that time. And they would pay me a flat fee. So I would know in the beginning of the month, I'm 100% going to get this amount of money, nothing more, nothing less. And that avoided the whole patient brokering thing, and avoided me having to get involved with these treatment marketers. And I was making money for these facilities, and I felt good that I was getting people into treatment. But the business partner at that time, his name is Christopher Ferry.
Chris Ferry, him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this guy I had a contract with another facility called Holistics by the Sea, which I think exists still, but I wasn't really a part of that, really. He was an owner of that facility at one point, or his family was, or some degree. I'm not sure the actual specifics on it, but I know he had something to do with it because I had a contract with them. And it was a flat fee that they would pay me every month. And Chris, he's an intelligent guy. So he sends me a text message or no, it was a text message. I didn't answer, and then he FaceTimes me. And I'm in Pennsylvania at this time, and he knows I'm doing well. I'm killing it with the treatment marketing ads. And he's like, hey, you won't come to Florida right now. Like, just joking with me on FaceTime. 3 hours later, I'm on a plane. I call him when I'm at the Fort Lauderdale airport, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm here. And he drives to the Fort Lauderdale airport, picks me up. I stayed with him for 3 months at his house, and we became very close with each other. I flew back to Pennsylvania. I got all my stuff in a U-Haul. I packed up my car on a trailer. I drove to Florida, and I never came back.
What year was that?
That would have been 9 years ago.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So at that point, I lived with him for a little bit he sold his shares in Holistics. I believe he sold his shares. I'm not sure how that whole process worked. That you'd have to ask him that. But I know that when we got involved with Boca Recovery Center together, we were in it together. It was just us.